Meghan Markle willing to forgive royals and move forward after Philip's death, say friends. Meghan Markle is willing to forgive the royal family in a bid to move forward after the death of Prince Philip, her friends have said. The Duchess of Sussex last month spoke openly about the many struggles she experienced as a working royal in her tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey. She claimed an unnamed senior royal had made racist comments about the skin color of her son Archie on multiple occasions. And she said palace staff had failed to take her mental health concerns seriously during a period when she said she didn't want to be alive anymore. Her words as well as those of Prince Harry in the interview would have cut deep with members of the firm, and led to Prince William having to deny his family was racist. But now, Meghan's friends have suggested she is willing to put the past behind her and turn over a new leaf in her strained relationship with her husband's relatives. They said the Duchess believes the Duke of Edinburgh, who died last Friday, would want to see the broken bridges mended. Her pals told the Daily Mail, Meghan said it's during these times when families should come together, put their differences aside and unite as one. She said this is what Prince Philip would want and that she's willing to forgive and move forward. Their remarks came hours after Meghan, 39, saw her husband off on his 5,500-mile journey from their home in Santa Barbara, California, to his native Britain. The Duke of Sussex opted to make the trip alone after heavily pregnant Meghan was advised by doctors not to fly. The Sussex's second child, a girl, is thought to be due as early as June. Harry, 36, was seen arriving at Heathrow Airport on Monday morning ahead of his grandfather's funeral on Saturday. An eyewitness said, "He landed at Heathrow today. I saw him getting into an escorted car." The Duke is believed to have been whisked away to Frogmore Cottage, his former marital home in the grounds of Windsor Castle, where he will isolate. Government guidelines stipulate that a person who has traveled from overseas must self-isolate for 10 days but can leave after 5 days if they test negative for COVID. After touching down in the UK for the first time in more than a year, Harry released a heartwarming statement paying tribute to Prince Philip. The former working royal said he, Meghan, Archie and their baby girl, who is due in the summer, would always hold a special place for you in our hearts. He added, he will be remembered as the longest reigning consort to the monarch, a decorated serviceman, a prince and a duke. But to me, like many of you who have lost a loved one or grandparent over the pain of this past year, he was my grandpa. Master of the barbecue, legend of banter, and cheeky right till the end. He has been a rock for Her Majesty the Queen with unparalleled devotion, by her side for 73 years of marriage, and while I could go on, I know that right now he would say to all of us, beer in hand, oh do get on with it. Harry is set for a reunion with his elder brother and father at Saturday's somber event. He is expected to join Prince William and Prince Charles in walking behind the Duke's casket en route to St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle. Due to the government's COVID guidelines, the Queen has had to limit the number of mourners to 30. Philip's 4 adult children and their spouses are expected to attend as well as his grandchildren. The youngest members of the royal family, Philip's great-grandchildren, are unlikely to make an appearance. The funeral will be broadcast live on TV and the palace has encouraged members of the public not to gather at the castle but instead stay at home and mourn privately. In the UK for the first time in more than a year, Harry released a heartwarming statement paying tribute to Prince Philip. The former working royal said he, Meghan, Archie and their baby girl, who is due in the summer, would always hold a special place for you in our hearts. He added, he will be remembered as the longest reigning consort to the monarch, a decorated serviceman, like many of whom have lost a loved one or grandparent, the pain of this past year, he was my grandpa, master of the barbecue. the government's COVID guidelines, the Queen has had to limit the number of mourners to 30. Philip's 4 adult children and their spouses are expected to attend, as well as his grandchildren. The youngest members of the royal family, Philip's great-grandchildren, are unlikely to make an appearance. The funeral will be broadcast live on TV, and the palace has encouraged members of the public not to gather at the castle but instead stay at home and mourn privately.